Call the regular monthly meeting of the Salem School Board to order. Everyone please rise and state the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I verified there is a quorum. Board letter. Is the board letter?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
That was just for your information.
Hadn't seen that before. Okay, routine matters. Approved minutes of the executive and regular session of July 10th, 2023, July 25th, 2023 special meeting, and the executive session of August 10th, 2023.
So moved.
Motion made by Rebecca White, seconded by Allison Ezell. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 7-0. Approve agenda.
I'll make a motion.
Allison Ezell makes that motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same side. Motion passes 7-0. Approve claims to date. Becky Humphrey makes that motion with Allison Ezell seconding that motion. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 7-0. Approval of personnel and ECA recommendations. Sheila LaHue, resignation from BSE Instructional Assistant. Becca Rutherford, resignation from SHS Business Teacher. Joni Mutchler, resignation from BSE Cafe Operations Manager. Austin Roberts, resignation from SMS Teacher. Blair Thompson, resignation from SMS Teacher. Chelsea Sanders, resignation from SHS Instructional Assistant. Kylie King, resignation from SMS Instructional Assistant. Samantha Green, resignation from SHS Science Teacher. William Ackerman, resignation from SCS Bus Driver. Bob Setzer, new hire, BSE Assistant Principal. George Parsley, new hire, SCS Bus Driver. Keith Nicholson, new hire, SCS Bus Driver. Kayla Sutherford, new hire, SCS Bus Monitor. Joanna Ferguson, new hire, SMS Instructional Assistant. Tara Kreitzer, new hire, SMS Alternative Teacher. Alan Faudy Killian, new hire, SMS 8th grade Social Studies Teacher. Dusty Baker, new hire, SMS Mild Moderate Teacher. Keith Nicholson, new hire, SMS Instructional Assistant. Brian Consley, new hire, SHS Business Teacher. Keegan Fetz, new hire, SHS Math Teacher. Melinda Borden, transfer from BSE to SMS Instructional Assistant. Tracy Cornwell, transfer from BSE Administrative Assistant to Administrative Office Receptionist. Rebecca Braid, new hire, SES Bus Monitor. Eric Lang, new hire, BSE K through 2 Music Teacher. Logan Cockerham, new hire, BSE ED Classroom Teacher. Leslie Singleton, new hire, SHS Science Teacher. Kelsey Harrell, extend medical leave through December 15, 2023. Gary Smith, BSE Long-Term Substitute Teacher. Connie McDill, retirement from BSE Custodian at the end of the 2024 school year. Samantha Green, Volunteer Assistant Volleyball Coach. And any other ECA personnel recommendations. And REACH instructors, J.D. Wade Swift, John Haven, and Megan Stewart. Band camp assistants for 2023, Madison Ball, Malachi Eddings, Devin Haas, Kobe Durbin, Astrid Young.
Make the motion.
Rebecca White makes that motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 7-0. Donations. Consider approval of the middle school bookstore inventory to help assist students in need.
I'll make a motion.
Allison Ezell makes that motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 7-0. Consider approval of donation to Salem High School Art Club for $50 from Roseanne Quattro's Art Gives Back program. Steve Motzinger makes that motion,
I'll say it.
seconded by Rebecca White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. That motion passes 7-0. Consider approval of a donation to BSE Art Class grades 3 through 5 from Greg Suvek, Art Gives Back by Roseanne Quattroke, $100. John Pittman, Art Gives Back by Roseanne Quattroke, $50.
So moved.
Steve Motzinger makes that motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 7-0. Consider approval of a donation to the Salem Schools Nutrition Program for $25 from an anonymous donor.
I'll make a motion.
Allison Azell makes that motion, seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Action items. Approval to declare equipment useless and obsolete. Your favorite part, Dr. Thurston?
It's one of many. So we currently have a 125-gallon air compressor that is approximately 25 years old and no longer in use in the bus garage. And we would like permission from the board to dispose of it in order to utilize the space it is taking up. We have newer equipment being utilized when we need compressed air, and we're recommending that the compressor be removed and disposed of.
This time I'd ask for a motion to make that obsolete.
I'll make the motion.
Ray Opal makes that motion, seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign.
Excuse me, Mr. President.
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is that compressor working? Does it still work?
Jordan,
Compressor's not working at all, it's locked up.
Okay. Thank you.
thank you, Ed.
That motion passes 7-0. Explanation of resolutions.
There are 3 resolutions on the agenda for the school board to approve tonight, and these have been provided by Eric Long of Ice Miller, the school district's bond counsel. First resolution determines the need for a project. States the school district has determined the need exists, but cannot fund it through the district's resources, requiring the issuance of a bond issue. Second resolution establishes a lease financing arrangement between the school district and Brady Shrum Elementary Building Corporation. Mr. Cyphers has organized this group, and if you have questions regarding the building corporation, I'm sure Mr. Cyphers can address those. And the third resolution has the school board approving the building corporation an internal revenue service requirement, and Mr. Cyphers may have some comments on that as well. So the recommendation is for the board to approve the 3 resolutions as part of the bond issue moving forward, and then Jana has copies of those for you to sign at the end of the meeting, and we'll send those back to Ice Miller. It's another step in the paper chase toward acquiring the bonds.
Did you have anything on that?
No, so each of the school buildings has their own building corporation that's been established over the years. The last one, I didn't realize the elementary school building corporation existed until this project came up, because I'd not dealt with any projects there, but we did have one. We had to reconstitute and appoint new members because it had been so long. So we've got 5 members of that building corporation. I think the last time anything was done was back in the 90s, and I met with David Allen, former council, and got the books from that. And so we're updating everything there, and we've gotten working concurrently with the school board, passing their own documentation that needs to be done to move this project forward. So.
Okay. At this time, I'll read item 11, 12, and 13, then we'll approve 11, 12, and 13 all at one time, since Dr. Thurston read those and explained those all simultaneously. So, action number 11, consider approval of Exhibit A, resolution determining need for project. Item number 12, consider approval of Exhibit B, resolution approving form of lease agreement. Action item number 13, consider approval of Exhibit C, resolution reapproving building corporation.
Make it motion.
Steve Motzinger makes that motion. Allison Azell seconds. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Those 3 motions pass 7-0. Consider approval of the following fundraiser. Salem Softball Booster Club mattress sales, September 17th, 2023. I'll go ahead and read them all. BSE STEAM Robotics Fundraiser, December 1st to December 15th, Santa Shop for students in grades kindergarten to 5. BSE Art Christmas Card Fundraiser, grades 3 through 5, November 1st through December 10th. Middle school football, bowling, Scottsburg Lanes, July 23rd. BPA beef jerky all year. Salem High School boys soccer team, rapid fire pizza, 8/25/23.
I'll make the motion.
Rebecca White makes the motion, seconded by Allison Ezell. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. That motion passes 7-0. Items from staff, transportation. Okay. Mr. Jordan, would you like to give us an update on transportation?
Everything's going pretty good in the transportation department right now. We don't seem to have very many problems. Morale seems to be up. Do have one issue with the driver that's wanting to take their bus home with them that would save them a whole lot of time. But I have an issue with it because of where they would have to pick a person up out on 135. It's about a half a mile from the city limits. And I'd want the board's approval. I understand in the past this has happened, so for me, I'm looking to see what your all's opinion is on doing this.
Okay.
Typically, outside city limits, you have to load and unload on the side of the student's residence, but the board has the latitude to approve in situations that, student can cross the road. Did you say this is at the edge of town?
It's within half a mile. It's in the 2200 block of North 135 there.
So it's just a half mile,
Yeah, it's about give or take just a little bit over the half mile.
and this is gonna save.
It'll save the driver probably 20 minutes each way.
I think that only makes sense
I think so,
myself. I would approve it.
I think so.
Okay. At this time, I would ask for a motion. Motion made by Rodney Bruff, seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. There you go, Mr. Jordan.
Thank you much.
Hopefully that makes your life easier and the bus driver's life much easier. Just be safe.
Yes, sir.
If it's going to be a more dangerous endeavor, let's make sure we're crossing our T's, dotting our I's. Okay. Non-action items.
Okay, I have just a brief update on the 2024 budget advertisement as we approach the September and October board meetings. During the July meeting, the board was given a calendar of the 2024 budget advertisement that followed the previous year's schedule. However, we've had some technology challenges this summer, and we're going to meet the timelines required by the Department of Local Government Finance. We have already posted the capital projects plan, bus replacement plan on the school website and on Gateway, so those are in place. And I anticipate posting Form 3 notice to taxpayers either tomorrow or the next day, which is a few days past the original August 8th timeline that I originally had. The public hearing for the budget, and it's advertised on Form 3, will be at the September 11th board meeting, and we will adopt the 2024 budget during the October 2nd board meeting, which follows the same schedule as last year. So it's just an update more than anything. No impact. Just deviates a little bit from the one I gave you last month, so, but only by a few days. I want to make you aware.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, under new board business, Roar Award, Miss Megan Elgin.
Megan, if you could stand up, we would like to.
And for those of you who haven't noticed, Miss Jill Myers is sitting in our regular meeting.
Hello.
Because this is the first one, because you
Yes.
were on vacation.
Yes.
There we go.
Rose between two thorns, Mr. Day.
Are you calling Miss Myers Thorn?
Rose between two thorns.
Megan, thank
Oh,
you so
I got
much.
you. I thought you were saying Mrs. Myers was Thorn. Making yourself sound like
I thought he was too.
Okay.
Megan, thank you so much for being here. So we were informed last week by the Center for Excellence in Leadership of Learning that Megan Elgin completed 18 graduate credit hours to become dual credit certified. So she's been able to elevate some of our English classes to dual credit. And upon completing those 18 hours, she's now going to roll those into another master's degree in curriculum and instruction. So we are so very proud of you. We want to thank you for your commitment to our students and to Salem Community Schools. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can
I get a photo?
Okay, wait. Okay.
Thank you very much, Megan. Comments from the audience?
And Terrell.
Okay.
I have my rules. Ann Terrell, 104 North Virginia Avenue, taxpayer. I want to publicly thank all the teachers. I was so excited because they did such a wonderful job of starting the school year, and all the pictures that the principals put out of them doing their job, so congratulations. I also want to thank all of us to think about Brian, not Sarah, and keep him in our thoughts. Teachers in Salem Community Schools have expressed concern over discipline problems in the schools. I am asking the Board of School Trustees for Salem Community Schools to address the problem. It is evident that when students misbehave in a classroom, learning stops for a time. This is unfair to the students and the teacher of said classroom. This student disrupts the education of him or herself, as well as others in the room. I believe teachers want to teach and students want to learn. How can you, as a board, help both groups? First, I think we should review and compare all discipline procedures in all of the schools, all 3 handbooks, all together. Second, ensure all the schools have corresponding procedures. Teaching the same expectations throughout the student's school journey would make it easier in all of the schools. Students often misbehave and do not listen to the correction of staff members, including our custodians. SCS needs to address this. Third, ensure all the teachers and staff back up the discipline of students. This must be done by everyone as a team, working as a team, working as a unit to make the job easier. Fourth, be sure that parents understand the discipline procedures and why they are necessary. Teachers and schools in general waste too much time and energy on behavioral issues. Yes, it is a part of teaching, but not the core of teaching. Tell parents our expectations and ask that they join the schools in this journey. Whoops. It will take meetings, explanations, and census and work to do the task. In the end, it will give us more time to learn. And I'm not complaining on Facebook. I'm coming to see you to tell you my thoughts throughout this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Terrell.
Thank you.
Delbert Ray.
Delbert Ray, 3064 North Nubian Road. I'm here as a second request. I was here in February concerned about the lack of honor paid to our Salem High School Marching Band champions of 2019. I was told that it would be taken care of, and here we are 6 months later, and it has not been. I'm a very patient guy. I'm a very kind guy, but my patience are kind of short because the kids in the band have told me specifically, we're not important. If we don't play sports, we're not important. That's the attitude that is being displayed to our magnificent marching band, and that is wrong. That's very wrong. Like I mentioned in February, our band has been to the state finals 10 years in a row. There's no other band around here that has done that. I got on the phone and I made a few phone calls. The signs, we can make, they're 36 inches long, we can make them 18 inches wide, and we can put both dates on there. The 2013 champs and the 2019 champs. They're $149 a piece, plus tax. You guys don't pay tax. If we just put an additional rider to put on the bottom of them, they're 36 inches long, 6 inches wide. They're $68 a piece. I think it needs to be done. Yesterday was not fast enough. This band has been honored greatly by the community. And I think it's time that people driving into our town know that we do have state champions in Salem, that our band is very good, and they deserve the recognition. Thank you.
And I have one thing to that. I do want to say that we love our band, and we're very proud of our band, okay? And I will apologize. I'm sorry that we dropped the ball or whatever you want to say, and I'm sorry, but we will work on that. And it does take a little bit of, we got to get with our city manager too, to make sure that we can do all, or see what direction on that. So I apologize. I'm sorry. That's all I can say, but we'll work on that. And thank you for helping us, reminding us. We're very appreciative of that. But please, under no circumstances, let that band or anybody think that they're not 100%, that this board, we love our band. And
I know that.
And so please, yes.
I know that. And the strides that we have made, for the first time, I'm going to back up. When Mr. and Mrs. Trueblood were here, magnificent, absolutely magnificent. When they retired, Mr. Trueblood passed away, Miss Dowling, magnificent. But the youth, the new director and her staff, I am seeing energy, enthusiasm. Those kids, they can just, in their minds, they can barely walk on water, barely get their ankles wet. That's how excited they are about this new season. And I think we're going to have to put more banners up, because I think those kids are going to do marvelous things. Marvelous things.
Gilbert, I hope you're right, and I agree with you. And I thought we had got connected with somebody to get those signs up. I agree with you. And I'm just as proud of the band as I am our football or basketball or whatever.
I know that. I really do. But it's kind of hard for teenagers to understand that.
I understand.
At times.
Well, please don't let us drop it any further. Stay right with us, okay?
I will.
How many signs are there now proclaiming the 2013 champs?
I have only found 2.
Okay.
There's supposed to be 4.
I thought there was 4. I thought we had them north, south, east, and west as you come in.
But I've only found 2.
I think there's only one north and one on 60.
Maybe because of construction or something. I don't know, but there was 4.
I think you're right.
There was 4. I do know
Yeah,
that.
there
But
was.
I've only found 2 now. And just in case you're interested, the prices are from Zinc Signs.
Okay.
Let's
Would you
Now.
mind sharing that with us at the end of the meeting, please?
Not a problem.
Yeah.
And I talked to Chris.
Okay.
Well, thank
You
you
want
so
his phone
much.
number?
I've got it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
My pleasure. I'll even make it easier. If you guys want me to get them, I'll get them if you'll reimburse me.
I'll talk to you at the end of the meeting, if that's okay.
Not a problem.
Okay, great. That's it? Okay. All right, positive praises. Let's start with,
I want to call out Roseanne Quattroke again. This art, if you guys aren't familiar with, I can't say enough. She's been doing this for years, but she's a former teacher, retired teacher. She's a magnificent painter, and you can commission her to paint something for you. I've done it a few times, and whatever you pay for the painting, she donates that to the charity of your choice. So when we see, like from Greg Subak and whoever else had donated, and then Roseanne herself, John Pittman, these are people that designated Salem Schools as the beneficiary of the proceeds from the purchase price of her painting. And I don't know how many thousands of dollars she's raised just doing something she loves, but I think I just smile thinking about this idea that she had and how much good it's done. So she doesn't want any glory. I've tried to give it to her. She declines it. So I'm going to do it without her permission today, again.
thank you, Tom.
Friday night, we had a prayer circle on the football field for Coach Motts, and yesterday, me and Mark visited Coach Motts, and he's talking, and he's ready to get up and walk out of there. He said the water was like a steak sandwich or steak dinner or something. He told us. I mean, from what we heard Friday into walking in there yesterday, it was great. It was awesome. So that's a huge positive praise for us because it means a lot to our kids.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for welcoming me. It's already feeling like a family, and everybody has been so helpful and kind. Some big shout outs that I would like to give. All 3 buildings look fabulous. I've been able to tour all of them, and I've had the principals take me into classrooms, and I am seeing a lot of learning. And I do think that we're working in the right direction on those disciplinary procedures. I'm already working with principals on managing those handbooks, so thank you for bringing that to our attention too. Students are very busy learning, and they're excited to be here. We were at back to school night at the elementary. I was at the freshman orientation and passing out schedules at the middle school, and everybody was really excited to get back. So I think it's been a great start. Technology has been working their tails off. So getting everybody up and running, getting the computers back into students' hands. So thank you to Erin and her team. And Ed, transportation is so smooth. It's the smoothest I've ever seen at any corporation I've ever been at. Very few phone calls in the morning. And when they do call, you handle it so smoothly. And I think the parents appreciate your quick response. So thank you.
Okay. When my son began his teaching career here at Salem, he's moved on since he's administrator in Jennings County now. Brian kind of took Chris a little bit under his wing and gave him some good advice and tried to guide him a little bit. A lot more than his dumb dad could ever do, or anything like that. So I always appreciated that. I always appreciated Brian kind of helping him along or getting him started. I'm really happy that Brian's improving, and I hope certainly hope it continues. And I would say that this is the smoothest start of school that I can remember, really, in the time I've been here. So it's
And you've been here a long time.
20 years.
Are you that old?
Yeah. Not as old as you and Ray, but I'm not far behind either. So yeah, not far behind. But it's been a good start, and it's and then when we're all done here, I see Mr. Hawkins is here, and I didn't know if John wanted to add anything at the end to update us on anything or not. But I'll finish with
No, we're fine.
positive.
And I saw John here, but John's so quiet. Any update on anything, John? What we've talked about you already?
I believe everybody's moved in, so we're just working on punch list items. And the big punch list item is the elevator, which July 26th has turned into the first week of September. That's what they're telling us now.
At least it's not the first week of October.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. I apologize again.
Oh, you're good.
Hey, John, it is
I
what it
think
is.
it's
It'll be okay.
I think it's the overall belief that best for that project to be fully completed before we have the FEMA people down and have a dedication.
Yeah, I think you want the elevator in before you have FEMA people in.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, John.
Me?
Yes, you.
That's just fell off. Just seeing the beginning of the year and the excitement and all the activities, it looks like everybody's just really ready to be back, and just kind of the excitement building, and everybody that I've talked to has talked about what a great start to the school year that it's been. Monica, the work with putting out the little things about all the new teachers and the new hires, I've really enjoyed reading those and kind of getting a little feeling on some of the new people. Welcome to Jill. So thrilled to have you here. Seeing the STEAM Center over at the middle school used, it was fun to see that space kind of coming to life, and it's been kind of just brick and mortar for a little bit of some construction, so it's nice to see those spaces starting to be utilized. And just kind of to piggyback what Rodney said, Friday night, just, there are moments in this community that just remind you why you love where we are and the care and concern that people show for one another. So just continued thoughts and prayers with Motts and Ms. Healy?
I'd give a shout out to the PTO. They had a coffee bar with donuts and brownies and cookies Friday, I saw on the website, so that was very nice. Student council, they walked kindergartners to class on the first 2 days of school, which I thought was very nice, very good idea. And the welcome back video at the high school, I thought that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Had a lot of people comment on that.
Mrs. Meyer's idea.
That is really neat. So we pulled it together. Enjoyed it.
I have to say, a week ago today, we had our big tornado in our community. And I was out and about all night long and went over to the elementary school. And our custodians are already all over it. And I just want to say we're so blessed because the safe room had people, we held people in it for the storm. And Kent Payne and Matt Gorman, they were just like rock stars over there. And Joey does a fantastic job too, but they were the two that I was in contact with. And they had, after the storm had kind of blown over, they were releasing the people. And then there was this, we had a big limb. And Matt's like, I'm just going to, in a few hours when it gets a little lighter, I'm going to start cutting that up. So I'm thinking, you're going to be up all night long. And they were, and they did. And then I went, and a few hours later, when it did get lighter, I went back. And there they were cutting it up. So, I mean, they're just like, I just want to say we're so blessed, and what a blessing, because I do talk about this often, but I feel our community with these safe rooms, we are so blessed, and you know they are utilized, and these were community members that they were utilized for, and that's what our tax dollars for, that's what it's used for. And to see these guys, they were already on it, and they had already been with Desi as our emergency management for Washington County. They had already been with her, talking with her on the phone that night, ready, well prepared. And you know, and even if it had blown over and we hadn't got anything, it's still awesome every time we are prepared. And these guys don't take anything lightly, but they did need it, and it did get activated, and it was just such a blessing. I get chills just thinking about how awesome, and they were just like nothing, like they were just doing it, and they were all in good communications. It was just well orchestrated, I guess you could say. But anyway, so hats off to them, and I'm very thankful. Glad to have Jill with us, and I think she's doing a fantastic job. I'm hearing, and our new football coach, I'm hearing great things about him too. I don't want to leave anybody out, but everybody, we're hearing great things about the school year. And so I have to say, you know, hats off to everybody for putting it all together, and congratulations, and keep up the great work, you know what I mean? And, you know, always bettering yourself. I think you never stop learning, right?
It's true.
Yeah, thank you.
Even though I should have a while ago.
No, thank you.
Well, I have to say, when I turn 70, I just don't learn anymore. But I just, you know, I look at you, the audience, and I appreciate you folks being here to help understand what's going on with our school corporation. You all mean a lot to us. You all have good comments. We've had some stressful times over the last year, but I tell you what, this school board, we're intact, and we are very positive about what is going to happen and what's going to happen for Salem Community Schools. And I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I just want you all to know I'm glad that you all care enough to be here at every meeting, because it means a lot, and we'd love to see you still come to every meeting. Thank you.
Always fun going last. Ditto, I guess. I mean, everybody said it. I think about Coach Motzinger and how he's improving. The opening day breakfast was awesome. The enthusiasm, I think, was portrayed there by everybody. I think it was just a great. So I think we've started off with a great year, and hope we can continue.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to echo that. We've got off to a great start. I know everybody, it always seems to get off to a good start, but I think things have gone a lot more seamlessly than they typically have, and there is a good energy that I'm happy to see. Monica, thanks. I think it's greatly important that our new faces, as far as staff, get recognized so people get to know them as well. Matt, I know Joe and Ken are going to be in charge of their safe rooms now. You've done a great job with that, and I appreciate that. And this past, the week before, shows how important that can be. So that's very important. I appreciate that. Like Rodney said, we went and saw Brian Motzinger. Coach Motzinger, he was my position coach a long time ago when I was in high school, before he had even became a teacher. So Coach Motzinger is one of those guys that is very good about reaching, no matter what walk of life you come from. He has a way of relating himself to you, and he's just a real calming, supportive individual. And we'll continue to pray for him and support him in any which way we can. So we're definitely glad to see him doing better. Okay, next regular monthly meeting, September 11th, 2023. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Rebecca White makes the motion to adjourn, seconded by Steve Motzinger. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign.